Welcome to morning yoga. So we'll do choose your own music or no music. I've been really into this band, Yateo. Can't remember if I shared it with you before, like the hand pan music. So I'm going to play that, and I'm happy to share a link if you want it. Basically, like all of their music is good. So we're going to start in laying on the back, knees bent, that half bridge prep. Laying on your back, and then just finding your breath here, feet are planted. So can you invite the breath in and down, feel your belly. If you're comfortable to have one hand heart, one hand belly, or both hands on the belly. And so that might be a change to the pattern of your breath. It might be familiar. And as you start to activate that belly breath, you're starting to bring a little bit more presence and awareness into the body, dropping out of the mind, even if it's just for the next 25 minutes. A little less concerned with quantity, a little more concerned with quality. So even with the breath, how much can you connect? Feeling the physical part of your body receiving the breath. And also that place of surrender, energetic, emotional, spiritual, coming into alignment with who you want to be, knowing that everything that's happened in the past has led you right to this moment. And sometimes when it feels like things can be a soupy mess, really trusting in that larger order of things. A recipe for reconciliation, a recipe for balance, a recipe for love. Breathing in and out through the nose just a couple more times. And then when you're ready, slowly draw the knees into the chest. Find your low back release. Sometimes that's a rocking side to side. Sometimes even just hugging in tight like a ball can help to activate the front body to release the spine. And last breath. And then hug the right knee in, plant the left foot. And find those small knee circles. So less is more here, finding that passive range of motion for the leg. So allow the leg to drop and flop around like a puppet and let your arms take over control of the leg. Other direction. Relax the neck, the throat. Back of the head is resting. And see how much can you release the belly here, the hip flexors, all the muscles that hold your leg in place. And then hug it through the center. Pause, option to extend left leg long. Finding your hip stretch. And if you want to add on those ankle circles, go ahead. Slowly switch sides, drag that left heel across up the mat. Plant the right foot. So that right foot is going to keep your pelvis still as you move the leg around with your hands, your arms, knee circles on the left side. Good. Using the breath to stay connected to the body. other direction. There might be a little catch, tightness. That's okay. Come back to or relaxed quality through the neck, upper torso, and a connection through that right foot. So even if there's clicking in the joint, that's okay. Slow, controlled movement. Last one. Hug it into the center. Option to extend the right leg long. And add on movement at the feet, ankle circles, bringing in a little more circulation there. Last breath. Drag that right heel up the mat, both knees in. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze everything in tight like a ball, forehead to the knees. Inhale, release head, neck, and shoulders down. Exhale, hug it in. 2 more. And then slowly start to rock and roll. We're going to come up and over to tabletop. 2 times cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. You don't have to overdo it. Just find that ripple through the spine. And already create a downward dog prep through the hands so the fingers are spread wide and the knuckles are pressing down. Last one. Come to neutral spine, stick one foot towards the back of the mat, other foot meets it, high plank. And then slowly lower your body to the earth. Option to drop the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower, press yourself up and back, child's pose. Downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Lower your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Press yourself up and back, child's pose. Option to take tented fingertips. Downward dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, forward, high plank. Power up the core. Slowly lower, chaturanga, all the way to the earth. Baby cobra. Child's pose. Following your pace, your rhythm, 1 more time. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower your body. Lift the heart. Child's pose, pause. And we're going to take the hands over to the left, right hand stacks, a little bit of a side bend here. And draw that right hip back. If you want to add on a little bit of a twist here, you can. Up and over, other side. Find the side bend before adding the twist. Draw that left hip back. And then find a little freedom through the torso. Can you breathe a little bit more into that left side, left lung? Through the center, 1 breath. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, downward dog. And then walk it out. Bend one knee and then the other. Three, 2, 1. Bend both knees a lot. Walk your feet towards your hands. Uttanasana, top of the mat. Halfway lift, ripple out through the spine. And then all the way to standing Tadasana mountain pose. Option to bend the knees and roll up through the spine. Arms reach up. Hands to your heart. Hands to your sides. 3 times shoulder circles. Last one. Inhale up. We're not going to stay here for long. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Option to bend the knees. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step it back, high plank. This time you're going to pause, and then a yogi mountain climber. Just drop one knee, tap, and then switch, tapping one knee and then the other. Can you keep the hands really active in that downward dog prep? Three, two, one. You're going to come onto the left forearm side plank. Option to stay up on the feet, or you can drop a knee. Pause. Take that top arm towards the sky, and then thread the needle, dive it under. Inhale, back up. Exhale, scoop under. Inhale, 3 more. Exhale. And then you're slowly taking yourself onto the other forearm. Turn towards your left, forearm plank on the right arm. Find your balance, find that lift through the hips, and then top arm towards the sky. Exhale, 5, 4, 3. Lift those hips, activate the legs. Last one. Okay, you're coming to forearm plank. Imagine you have a block between the hands. So the forearms find that number 11 shape, and then start to walk your feet up, dolphin. So it's like a downward dog in the lower body, but you're on your forearms. Let the head go. So relax your neck. 2 more breaths here. Lower the knees, child's pose. Extend the arms long here. Let your forehead touch the earth. If that's not possible in your body, you can always take a block under the forehead. Plant the hands, downward dog. Find the length here. Long legs, long arms, long spine. Option to drop through tabletop as you step the left foot forward, low lunge. Or sorry, right foot forward. We're going to start with the right foot forward. I said the wrong thing. Arms reach up. Goalpost arms. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale up. Pause. If you want more of a challenge, tuck the back toes and straighten the back leg for high crescent. Otherwise, stay here. Grab that left wrist, side bend up and over. Yep, you got it. Inhale up. 2 more times, same direction. Last one. Really press that back shin into the earth if you have the knee down. Inhale up, release the hands. Easy twist, the left hand to the earth. You can keep that back leg straight or keep the knee down. And then 3 times, big sweeping circle with that top arm. Open up the shoulder. Follow the arm with your gaze. That right foot is still stamping into the earth. Last one. Come back up, low lunge. Interlace the hands, press your palms into the thigh. And so you're creating this activation through the front body, but then can you lower the hips for a deeper hip flexor stretch? Squeeze that left glute. And you're pressing into the hands to help activate that upward torso here. So nothing slouching forward. Squeeze that left glute again. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. Feel that deep stretch across the front of the left hip. Bring the hips back. Inhale, arms to the sky, to your heart, to the earth. This time, you'll tuck the back toes if they're not already, and then come towards a pyramid variation, hamstring stretch. If you have a water bottle, you could use that instead of a block or a large book. Yeah. Exhale, bend the front leg. Inhale, draw the hips back. We'll do that 2 more times. Last one. Pause. Bend that front knee and then step it back, downward dog. Find the long stance. Equal energy through both hands. Can you press a little more into the thumb side of your hand and then look at your hands? Are all the knuckles pressed down or is there one knuckle buckling up? Create lots of activation there through the hands. Child's pose. Snake yourself forward onto the belly. We're going to take a reverse plank here. So take your hands under the shoulders or slightly back towards the upper rib cage, like right underneath your armpits. Option to come up onto the knees or tuck the toes, reverse plank, downward dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, high plank, lower yourself to the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover the hands, draw them up away from the earth, place them down, and then reverse plank. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, it feels so good. We're going to do it one last time. Inhale forward. Slowly lower yourself. 5, long spine. Hover the hands. Place them back down. Reverse plank. Downward dog. Pause here. Find your breath. Option to drop through tabletop as you step that left foot forward. Low lunge. Come up. And this time you can either take the goalpost arms 3 times or big sweeping circles. Inhale, arms reach up. Option to tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg. Grab that right wrist, side bend up and over. Inhale up. Really press that back shin into the earth if you have the knee down. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Last one. Inhale up, hands to the sky. Easy twist, right hand to the earth. Pause. Find the length through your torso. Stamp into that left foot and then add on your 3 arm circles here. If you have that back leg straight, really sit into the front leg. Last one. Come back up, low lunge. Interlace the fingers. Press your hands into that front thigh. So you're creating that activation through the front body, a slight contraction of like a scooping of that belly. And then squeeze the right glute and lower the hips towards the earth. And you'll feel it on the front of the, ideally front of the right hip, maybe even the psoas a little bit. Feel it? Okay, good. As you breathe, can you activate the right glute again in case it went to sleep? Bring the shoulders away from the ears, even with that activation across the front body. Lots of work here. Slowly, hips come back. Inhale, hands to the sky. Hands to your heart, to the earth. Tuck those back toes, straighten the back leg, and then start to move that front leg towards straight. Grab your water bottle or your block. We're in that pyramid variation with the back heel up. Finding a hamstring stretch. Long spine, long legs. Long breath. Really extend that exhalation as long as possible. And then slowly 3 times, bend the front knee. Inhale, draw the hips back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, hips draw back. Last one. And then slowly bend that front knee and then come back, downward dog. And here, just walk it out, bend one knee and then the other. You can get that Achilles stretch. Bend the knees a lot. Take your hands towards your feet, Uttanasana, back of the mat. Let the head hang down. Bend your knees so much that your torso touches the thighs. So you're creating that shelf. And then take opposite elbows, ragdoll. Start to sway side to side. Getting a nice release for the hamstrings, low back. And then if you can relax the neck, you're getting that gentle traction for the skull. Releasing all those muscles at the base of the skull that tend to do a lot of work for you, especially if you're doing a lot of driving or looking at a screen. Come back through the center, drop your hands to the earth and shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And then grab opposite elbows this time. Keep the knees bent and you're coming up around to the right to standing. And then all the way down the other side. Over to the left. 2 more times, same direction. Yeah, bend the knees a lot. See if you can let the head hang down through the center. Other direction. So now swing over to the left, up the side. Spill over, bend the knees, you got it. Pick up the belly, pick up your torso. Last one. Exhale, come back down. It's a forward fold, hands to the earth. Halfway lift, ripple out through the spine. And then walk your hands out, downward dog. We're gonna step the left foot forward and come to goddess. So turn to the side. You'll bend both knees. And then option to stay up, or you can come down if you like to take that elbows inside the knees for a deeper stretch. Otherwise, stay up and rock side to side. Continue like that, or if you want, you can take a side lunge for a deeper inner thigh stretch. And if you're shifting side to side, stay low. Really get the legs working for you here. You got it. Come back through the center, tee the arms. We're gonna take the left arm under, give yourself that hug. It's like eagle arms, or you stay here, and then take the torso around. Standing core work around the spine. You're also balancing. Last one. Open up the arms. Other arm under, left arm under. I can't remember what I said the other time, but just switch the arms and then roll your torso. Really sit low. The legs are working in that external rotation right now. Horse stance or goddess. Through the center, inhale, arms to a T. Hands come behind the head, and you'll find a little side bend. Inhale up, stay low, you got this. A long torso, warming up the legs. Through the center, release the hands, and you're gonna take star pose, everything nice and long. Exhale, sit into your goddess horse stance. 2 more times, inhale, reach. Exhale, center, last one. This time, pivot towards the top of the mat, downward dog. Oops. And now, step the right foot forward. This will be our last stretch. And you'll turn your feet parallel this time. Yeah, so you're taking your prasarita forward fold with the legs wide as you want to bring them. And then option to shift your weight side to side a little bit, or start to walk your hands over towards one foot and then the other for a deeper hamstring stretch. How long can you make the spine here? And sometimes you'll be surprised that bringing the legs wider, as long as it's comfortable, gives even more freedom for the spine. Come through the center. You might need to bring the legs in slightly. Take your hands in front of your face, and we're taking a twist. So right hand in front of the face, twist towards the left. I'm mirroring you. Can you keep equal energy through both feet? Exhale through the center, bend the knees. Inhale straight, twist to the other side. You can always take your hand to the hip or the low back. Exhale through the center, bend both knees. Keep the knees bent, ripple out through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, and then pivot towards the top of the mat. Downward dog. And then find your child's pose. This time, flip the palms up. And then just seal in the practice here with the breath. So find that belly breath and feel how your belly presses up against the thighs. Slowly roll up to a seat. And if you'd like to set an intention to take with you off the mat, just remember what happened today when you let yourself drop into the body. So even throughout the day, as you're faced with challenges and deadlines, come back to the body. Breath. Everything's connected. So glad you made it.